The next Star Wars live-action show, Skeleton Crew, just got its first official trailer, and it confirms that Jude Law will be playing a Jedi in this series. And along with that, a lot more is revealed about the plot and how this series will connect to the rest of the Mandoverse story.
This is where the fun begins.
But with that being said, let's break this trailer down. This trailer opens with this kid in bed looking up at his ceiling. This character will be named Wim, and he will be one of the 4 main kid characters in this Skeleton Crew series. He might just be the one who gets them into all the trouble in the first place, as he seems to be more of the adventurous type, as he's looking up at the figures of ships above him, dreaming of a more adventurous life. We then see him and this other main character named Neil, which we'll get to in a second, but we see them on a bus on the way to school. This is the first time in Star Wars where we're seeing the suburbs of a planet. Usually, when it comes to Star Wars, it's this massive space battle that we're already thrown into the middle of.
Another happy landing.
But right now, we're starting from these kids' origins, and they start on a very safe home planet, or at least, so they think. This is another one of the main 4 characters named Fern.
Our future.
This show is being created by John Watts and Christopher Ford. You might recognize the name John Watts, as he is the one who created all 3 Tom Holland Spider-Man MCU movies. Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. He directed all 3 of them. And another crazy little fact about John Watts is he turned down directing the Fantastic Four movie for this Skeleton Crew show.
What did he say?
So if that doesn't tell you the importance of this show to him, then I don't know what will. The Fantastic Four movie is a guaranteed success, a guaranteed billion-dollar movie, and he turned that down to come do Skeleton Crew.
Don't you ever want to do anything exciting? Like what?
This is our character, Neil, as I mentioned before.
Yes! Yeah!
He is from the species Ortolan. You might recognize that species from Max Rebo. Yeah, the Max Rebo from the Max Rebo band. This character, named Neil, is one of the main 4 kids, and he is the same species as Max Rebo. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will be producing on this series, as they have been working on every show in the Mandoverse time period, from The Mandalorian Season 1, 2, and 3 to The Book of Boba Fett to Ahsoka, and now Skeleton Crew as well.
We could go anywhere we want in the whole...
This scene is pretty interesting. We actually see a dog for the first time in Star Wars. We've seen loth cats before. We've seen wolves in Star Wars as well, but this is a dog on a leash.
Galaxy. A real adventure. No more pretend.
Wim is the one who wants to go on an adventure. He thinks there's more to life than just living on this safe planet, as he's looking at a Jedi fighting this creature.
No more pretend. I found something buried in the woods.
This is our 4th main character. Her name is KB, and she's got some weird Cyclops thing going on here as well.
The woods. What do you think it is? I think it's a lost Jedi temple.
They find something weird in the woods, and the first thing that Wim says is he thinks it's a lost Jedi temple. A little bit of high hopes there for Wim.
Don't give me hope.
But what it really is a ship that crash landed on their planet and was abandoned, seemingly buried as well. And of course, the kids go inside.
Be careful where you step.
Skeleton Crew, skeleton. Now this is our main droid character. He's named SM-33, and he will be the pilot of this ship that the kids have stumbled upon. Now at D23, where this trailer was released, there was a display for Skeleton Crew, and in that display, SM-33 was there. And we can see his entire body, and it looks like he has a peg leg. This may be a reference to all the pirates that will be seen in this series, as right next to SM-33 in this display is Vane, who was the pirate who survived the events of Mando Season 3. So it seems like in this scene here, SM-33 is being woken up by the kids activating this ship.
You mean I'm awake?
And he will help these kids along their adventure.
We're lost.
This is a space station on an asteroid. And as we hear Wim say that they are lost, we see a lot of the problems that they are going to come into contact with. From Jawas,
'Tis dangerous out, dangerous
to guys like this,
out there in space.
to their ship being eaten by some crawler. We got a weird look at some owl creature here. Don't know what's going on with him.
Trust no one.
But we get a look at what looks to be a werewolf. And this is not the first time we have seen a werewolf-looking guy in Star Wars, as this species is called the Schistophenin. Easy for me to say. And we have seen this species before in Star Wars, all the way back in the original 1977 Star Wars A New Hope. And now the species is back as what looks to be a pirate in the Skeleton Crew. We get a look at a giant crab monster. Some fans believe that this could be the same crab monster from the Bad Batch Season 2, but I'm not too sure. You can see an astromech droid attached to its shell, and it looks to be the mother of all of these baby crabs that are standing behind the kids right here. We then see some X-Wings. Now, X-Wings mean the New Republic here, as this takes place in the Mandoverse time period after the events of The Mandalorian. So this could be the New Republic, it could be a familiar face like Carson Teva, or it just could be some random ranger.
You're a Jedi.
But the trailer ends with the reveal of Jude Law's character. Jude Law will be playing Jod Na Nawood, and it's revealed that his character can wield the Force.
Jedi.
And this is the new title for Skeleton Crew. I honestly like it a lot more than I liked the old one. But again, this show will premiere on Disney Plus on December 3rd. Now, this trailer got me a lot more excited than I once was for this Skeleton Crew series. We know very little about this show. Now, although this trailer does give us some of the origin story for these 4 kid characters, it also leaves a lot of mystery. And where there's a lot of mystery means there's a lot of huge reveals and surprises coming our way. And I think this Skeleton Crew is set up perfectly to be just that. A fun adventure in the Star Wars galaxy that is full of fun twists and surprises. And with Jude Law's character wielding the Force, possibly being a Jedi who survived Order 66, it connects all of this story to Ahsoka Tano, Grogu, Cal Kestis, Ezra Bridger, and more, as they are all Force users at the time of this series being released, and a lot of them were also at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant at the same time as Jude Law's character would have been there. But tell me in the comment section below, out of 10, how excited are you for Skeleton Crew? We still have about 4 months to wait until this show is released. And I'm sure we will be getting a lot more trailers that will reveal so much more information about this series, but this wasn't the only thing announced at D23 yesterday. From a trailer from LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy to a teaser for Andor and a teaser for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, I covered all of it in this live stream right here.